subscribe, and like, so that the next time you play Roblox, your Robux will look like this.
It was around 2 a.m. I was bored, scrolling Roblox servers like usual, when something weird caught my eye. A Brookhaven server, with 0 players, no image, no title, just the option to join. I clicked, and immediately, something felt off. The music was slow, distorted, the textures darker. It looked like Brookhaven, but if someone drained the color and twisted the code. I spawned near the town square. Every door was open. No players, no NPCs, no music, just static in the background like a broken TV. So I typed, "Yo, anyone here?" A few seconds passed. Then a user joined. Username, null_child. All black. No face, no name tag, just a shadow. I waved. Nothing. Then they typed, "You weren't invited." I laughed. Just thought it was a troll. I typed back, "Okay bro." Then they replied, "You shouldn't be here. This server isn't on the list." That's when I tried to leave, but the leave button did nothing. Escape key. Frozen? I moved my mouse. My avatar wouldn't move. Null_child stood in front of me. Typed, "You left the window open." And I froze. Because my real-life bedroom window was open, right behind me. I turned around. Nothing there. But I felt something cold, watching. When I turned back to the screen, a new message. Turn around again. I shut the laptop. Immediately, unplugged it. Sat in silence. The next day, I checked my recently played. No server, no history, no record of null_child. But now, every time I play Brookhaven, he's there, watching me, from a rooftop, a corner, always silent, waiting for me to turn around.
Okay, so this happened last month, and I haven't touched Brookhaven since. I was playing solo one night, server hopping like I always do. I wanted to find a good public server for roleplaying, but every server was either empty or full of trolls. Eventually, I found this really quiet one. Only 2 other players were online. One with the username AdamTilet, and the other was just weird, but whatever. I spawned in a house on the edge of town, just across from the cemetery. It was normal at first, until I noticed something on the mini-map. A blinking red dot in a spot that didn't normally have any buildings. It was behind the mountains, way off the road, where you usually can't place anything. I got curious and hopped in a vehicle to drive over there. It took forever, like the map was dragging on purpose. But eventually, I reached this weird little hill, and tucked behind the rocks was a house I'd never seen in the game before. It was gray, 1 story, no mailbox, no nameplate, not even a doorbell. I tried to click on it, but there was no owner listed. The lights inside were on, though, so I walked right in. That's when the game got off. Inside, there was no furniture, just a hallway with 5 closed doors, all completely black. When I walked down the hallway, every door was locked, except the last one. It opened into a tiny room with a laptop and a single light bulb flickering above. I walked up to the laptop and clicked. The screen said, "You joined too." Then the door behind me slammed shut, and the lights cut off. For a second, I thought it was part of some new update or a hidden game within Brookhaven. But then the screen turned red, and the room filled with a loud, high-pitched ringing. My avatar started shaking like it was glitching, then froze completely. I couldn't move, I couldn't leave, and my Roblox chat box popped up on its own. From the user, it said, "You weren't supposed to find this server." Then it kicked me, not back to the Roblox homepage, but to a black screen that just said, "House removed." I thought it was over. But the next day when I logged back into Roblox, I checked my recently played list. That server, it wasn't there, and neither were the usernames I saw. I asked my friends if they'd ever seen a house like that in Brookhaven. They hadn't. I even tried recreating the drive behind the mountains, but the blinking red dot never came back. It's like the map glitched open, just long enough for me to see something I shouldn't. Now, every time I spawn into a house, I check the map, because if I ever see that red dot again, I'm logging off for good.
I used to roleplay as a babysitter in Brookhaven for fun. One night, I got a message from a player named M for our 13L. No text, no chat, just a party invite and a teleport to her house. We were the only two in the server. The house was an old Victorian style, placed on the far edge of the map near the cemetery, a spot most people don't even use. It had no mailbox, no username on the plot, nothing. When I stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind me. Then a small baby avatar walked into the hallway. Its username was baby.julz, and it had the creepiest face decal I've ever seen. Stretched eyes, a huge smile, and completely silent. Then M for our 13L finally messaged, "Can you watch Jules while I make dinner?" I typed sure, trying to stay in character. She walked out and disappeared. I turned back to Jules. She was staring right at me. I walked upstairs to roleplay putting her to bed. But when I reached the top of the stairs, she was already there. I never saw her move. She didn't climb the stairs. She was just there. I opened a bedroom door, hoping to distract myself with something normal. But as soon as I stepped inside, the lights flickered, the screen dimmed, and then I heard whispers. Actual audio in my headphones, not Roblox chat sounds. Real whispers. Then Jules typed, "Can I tell you a secret?" I didn't even want to respond, but I typed sure. There was a pause. I never logged off. Suddenly she was in front of me, face filling my screen. Then my camera started spinning by itself. I couldn't move or click anything. Just Jules, frozen, smiling, and then black screen, white text appeared. Babysitting session complete. And I got kicked. When I logged back in, my avatar had changed into a baby, Jules's exact outfit and face. No matter what I tried, I couldn't change it back. Then I got a private message from someone named real.babysitter : "Don't leave her alone again." I clicked the profile. It didn't exist. And when I searched for the server I was in, it was gone. Now every time I log into Brookhaven, I see that same Victorian house sitting in the distance, just outside the map. And Jules is always there, watching, waiting. So if you ever get a babysitting invite from M for our 13L, don't accept. I love building houses in Brookhaven. I mess around with secret rooms, creepy layouts, just weird stuff for fun. But one time, I built something I wish I hadn't. I was experimenting with a new layout and accidentally placed two mirrors facing each other in a small hallway. It made this cool infinity effect, so I left it and thought nothing of it. That night, while I was still building, I noticed my avatar flicker in the mirror. Not both mirrors, just one. At first I thought it was lag, but then I stood completely still, and my reflection kept moving. It tilted its head slowly to the left. I didn't. I deleted the mirror and reloaded the game. Everything looked fine. I even rejoined with a friend to double check and show them the bug. But when we placed the mirrors again, the reflection was normal, until my friend walked away. As soon as I was alone in the room, the glitch came back. Only this time, the reflection didn't match my avatar at all. Same outfit, but no face. It was just a black void where the head should have been. Then I heard footsteps, real ones, coming through my headphones. I spun the camera, thinking someone else had joined the server, but no one was behind me. No one on the player list. It was just me. Then the screen glitched. For a split second, it looked like I was inside the mirror. My avatar was standing in the hallway, looking into the mirror, but the camera was behind the reflection. Then my screen froze completely. When it unfroze, the mirror was gone, the hallway was empty, and my avatar was gone too. All that was left was a message in chat. "You shouldn't look for yourself. I got kicked from the game." When I logged back in, my character spawned without a face, like completely gone. No eyes, no mouth, just a blank head. And every time I go near a mirror in Brookhaven now, my camera glitches and locks up. Sometimes, I even hear the footsteps again, just faintly in the background. I tried everything, resetting my avatar, reinstalling Roblox, switching accounts. But the moment I place a mirror in Brookhaven, the glitch returns. One day, I recorded a clip of it happening to prove I wasn't crazy. When I watched the recording back, There were two of me in the mirror. The second one waved, and I never did.
It started with a TikTok. Someone said if you go to a specific spot in Brookhaven at exactly 3:33 am, you can unlock a secret invisible house. I didn't believe it, but I was bored, so I decided to try. I loaded into a private server at 3:32, went to the edge of town near the mountains, and stood in front of the patch of grass shown in the video. Then, nothing. I was about to log off when my screen flashed white for a split second. Then a door appeared. No house, just a floating black door. It didn't say for sale. There was no mailbox, no owner tag, just the door. I clicked it. My avatar vanished. The screen cut to black, and for a second, I thought the game crashed. But then, I started hearing music, like old-timey piano music, crackly, like it was from a broken radio. My screen faded back in, and I was inside a house, but it didn't look like any Brookhaven house I've seen. It was gray, all black and white, like an old movie. I couldn't use the chat. I couldn't move the camera. I could only walk straight forward down a hallway. Then I saw it, another avatar.com. It looked like mine, but its name was me, old, and it was just standing at the end of the hall, not moving, just staring. I tried backing up, but the game forced me to keep walking, step by step, closer and closer. Then, all at once, the screen glitched again, static, loud buzzing, total chaos. When it cleared, I was outside again, but the sky was red, and the invisible house was gone. I tried checking the player list, still just me. Then I noticed my avatar's name had changed. Instead of my username, it said, "You found me." I immediately left the server. But now, every time I play Brookhaven, weird things happen. Sometimes I hear that piano music again, faintly, even when I'm nowhere near that spot. Other times, I'll catch a glimpse of that door for a second before it vanishes again. And once, only once, I saw someone join my game. Their name, emmy.old.com. When I clicked their profile, it crashed Roblox entirely. No joke, I had to reinstall the whole thing. So yeah, believe the TikTok if you want. Go to that patch of grass at 3:33 am, open the door. But if you do, don't walk all the way down the hallway, because once you see yourself at the end, you don't come back alone.
Comment Brookhaven right now, or else this spider will be in your bedroom.